couldn't find the words that I wanted for this, so instead I used my heart to display what I miss. Every day I took for granted and wanted to dip. Now I'm slowing it down just like I'm taking a sip. Every year that I grow older seems to carry more truth, and my desire for this music just continues to boost. I'd rather take a loss than be considered a no-show. To take the higher road, sometimes you gotta go solo. Some friends disappear, but I don't want any crowd. I'm at peace with the path that I've chosen to plow. I'm aware that sometimes all the noise gets too loud. See, progression needs setbacks before growth is allowed. Just because you can doesn't mean that you should. I've said the most while being silent, standing firm for what's good. And my decisions aren't the greatest, but I think for myself. Set on learning from the past before it repeats itself. Conversations with some people that I thought I could trust turned out to be erosive, you could call them a bust. Took a while to find a purpose for the pain that it brought, but with the time came the healing that I longingly sought. I still don't have to like it, but now I'm at peace. And yes, I'm still a little bitter, but I'm adding some grease. Let it slide and move along to the things I control, cause I don't wanna waste my time wishing squares will start to roll. Be aware of people loaning you way more than they got, and expecting more back, be sure to give it some thought. I'm still learning from my past and deciding my beliefs. What I think about the world, yeah, it brings me relief. Cause for the first time in my life, I can say that it's my own, not ingrained into my brain or simply something I'm shown. There are still some lonely nights that I choose to be alone, but those are fewer in between, and I can tell that I've grown. Chord.
Has anybody seen that? I'm looking for that one thing.
What do I even conversation?
What's it called? I'm looking for it. No, I don't know what it's called. If I knew what it was called, I would look for it. I don't know. Which to jump on? What's it called? I'm looking for it. It's that one thing.
Wow. That was a lot. It seems my brain became contaminated with some extra thought. My internal monologue found some friends, and now it seems that I'm distracted by the glamour of everything that gleams. Fool's gold all around, but that cannot be right. Yesterday they told me all of my goals were in sight, but I think I lost my glasses and my vision's a blur. The combination of it all has made my speech begin to slur. I look everywhere for quiet, but the yelling's always there. Each voice a different language. No, this doesn't seem fair. It's like I never had a chance from the very beginning. Then nobody came to help. Solitary in prison. Only a few ways to cut through the chatter. When I find myself at ease, hear the rain pitter patter. Try to make it to the top like I'm climbing a ladder. Was that my train of thought? I guess it doesn't matter.
6 more weeks of winter. No, you have to be kidding me. Punxsutawney Phil's not going to shop. No, we can't do this. It needs to be sprayed. Sick and tired of the snow coming down. I just done with it, okay? We're just talking. Groundhog doesn't know. Okay, this is no. back to the top.
No more winter, we're moving right into spring. Please, I just want to go home. I'm done
talking as what the talking is. You know what I mean? It's
Jeez, I'm really sorry about the mess. Haven't had the time to clean it yet, I guess I digress. Every thought in my mind seems to pile and pile like a snowball turned avalanche. They go on for miles, need a break now and then. But even when I sleep, all I hear is the talking. Realize it's the sheep clouding my dreams with night terrors and landmines. Synapses launch attacks on every inch of my spine. I'm tired of trying my best to run away from the endless bouts of information flowing my way. No moments to myself without the presence of a flatline. Crowded mind became the focus of my pastime. Overstimulated just to get a hold of dopamine. Sometimes I wanna go out just to float upon a boat and dream of absolutely nothing. Like Squidward in the time machine. No start, finish, or middle, just myself out on the open sea.
I'm agreeing that the worst thing happened ever in my life, and now it's 4 or 5 there. No, absolutely not. I don't care that you had to go to the vet. Sure would end up millions of dollars. Some kinds of scams. Big deal. Nobody cares. Lock your down in my hand 5'4". I know. 6'11". Everything in the store. Wait, no, 6 feet tall. Here's Stevia. Go dump the basketball. My needs, and then I try to go buy something else, but was super expensive.
Composition of these letters that I know I'll never send. I choose to live inside my mind where I can simply pretend that the sky's a different color mixed with a beautiful hue. But still I take it all for granted once it went back to blue. Captivated for a moment, then my focus is gone. I can feel my attention span always being drawn towards the ever-present tempting of pixels and screens. I've started staring at computers even when I'm in my dreams. Yet I know I'm not alone, it'll only get worse. Learned the other day a news that somehow felt like a curse. Haven't spent the time to contemplate intelligent design, or if it's artificial. Where do you draw the line? I feel the past returning to the present in a minute, and there's simply no escape no matter how you want to spin it. I know I sound paranoid, I'm keenly aware of my persona lending hand to a bipolar affair, to a moment in life where I don't see myself when I look into the mirror and see somebody else. See the wires and data sensors coming from my neck where they've poked and prodded me to no apparent effect. Just because we could doesn't mean that we should. Our moral compass is gone, and to me that isn't good. Wisdom is the power when you choose to walk away to stop an issue that could rise up any second or day. And I am not seeing a lot, but I'm seeing the money. So it's drive, drive, drive until the scenery is funny, till you're so far away that you don't recognize a sign or anything that looks familiar, and you're out of the pines in the center of the desert with the functioning plane, but no clearance for a takeoff, so you're stuck on this lane. If we don't take the time to think about the end of game, all the work we did beforehand could lead us to shame. But I'd be lying if I told you that I feel alone when I try to stay away from these mechanical drones. Feel morally sidelined for the sake of my rent. Push aside the feelings, longing for a chance to vent. Everyone else can see the positive potential, but I fear they're overlooking what may soon be consequential. It's a slippery slope, and everybody's got their bindings, yet they see past all alarms being raised by the findings. I don't want my opinions to be thoughts of someone else. Worse than my mind would be the source that dispels all the knowledge I've gained and replace it with mush pumped into my veins when a button is pushed. And yes, I might be overthinking, maybe I'm wrong. Want it here on paper or written in a song. No longer myself, but a man who's been replaced with the latest model tech that is sure to slow inflation. Thankful for another day. I've been reading a lot more to satisfy my brain. Got the mortgage ready and my credit is high. Now my body feels better, so I look to the sky. A couple of clouds, but they're moving along. Throw the headphones on to listen to my favorite song. I've been eating better and my body can tell, like my soul came again and went outside of its shell. I don't know where I'm going, but found peace on the way. Feeling positive again, and so I hope that it stays. Even with the ups and downs, I wanna stay in the middle. All the struggles in life feel like solving a riddle. Feel the warmth of the sun, and I'm soaking up the rays. Look my wife in the eyes when we go over our days. Happy at the moment, and I hope it doesn't leave. I'm proud so far of all I got to achieve. Welcome to the breakdown, you didn't think I'd do it. Past and present face off, but still they stand congruent. Drinking all this water till it flows from my pores. Had to teach myself a lot because I never had chores. I hear a lot of laughs when I tell them I rap, but I'm so happy in the booth when I'm laying these tracks. I'm done looking cool, but I didn't even start. Outcast all along, now embracing the part. I don't do this for you, I don't do it for her. I don't do this hoping paydays will shortly occur. It's all out of love and driven solely by passion. All else fades away when I'm on the mic spazzing. I still can't sing, but I'm glad I can rhyme, even when my lyrics fail to portray my crazy mind. So bring back the chorus and play it again. I'll be nodding my head until it gets to the end. Yeah, this that old boom bap. Got you nodding your head, you don't even realize it. Just kinda starts. Gonna see where this one goes. Yeah. Swear I set a world record when I hopped on the track, running faster than Oscar, Blade Runner in fact, with the way I break down doors, but I don't use a gat. When you figure out the wordplay, I promise it slaps. Trying to reach new heights with the way that I act, but I keep a parachute at the top of my pack. Always ready if the dream doesn't turn into fact. Plan B like a prom night, stashed in the back of my mind. Please rewind, but leave the positives intact. Soaking up the good times like LDS hacks. On pace to reach the top like I'm climbing a stack. Always on the chase, Arizona Diamondbacks. I know these lines are weird and I know I should get some flack. If anyone was listening to any of my tracks, I'm happy where I am and where I hope to be at. Akadaka on the way when I fade to the black, yeah. Stay ahead of the rest, like decapitating slang. Need the guillotine so I can get a slice of the game. Catch me at Fort Minor, just remember the name. Yeah, it's Cord on the track, but I look like Usain. Running laps around these phonies, man, you look like a lame. Never let them bring me down, so I stay in my lane. By the time that it's all over, I'll be using the cane to walk across the finish line as the trumpets refrain. That's longevity, cause I've been trying to sustain. I won't quit until they have to drag my body away. Wanna see my dreams through like I'm looking at frames. Leave my mark with this pen, better recognize the stain. I don't need much, you lose it faster than it came. So I'ma take my sweet time like I harvest sugar canes. Glad that I will never have to deal with fame. If you hear some good music, then you know I'm to blame. Cord. This takes me back. I miss it. So much simpler than making beats in my room. I realized I needed change before I entered the tomb. As I expanded my views, I saw it through a different lens. All the preppy white girls had to pull up in a Benz. So I stayed away from traps and did my best to keep my head until the day I woke up and wandered with the dead. I remember the homies getting chopped like a dojo. They said, Cord, you wanna puff? Had to tell them it's a no-go. Elevated my mind without chasing the grass. And I remember the days when I was sitting in class, the quiet kid in the corner, always writing my rhymes. So many doodles on the page, it looked like storyboard lines. The first time I hit the stool, I could've stayed there forever. Saw the world stop spinning like Kronk pulled a lever. So much light around my future, I could see it was bright. I miss the days when I didn't fear the start of the night, yeah. Wishing for a time machine to take me away. I get caught up in my memories and all the good days. As I look back, I can see so much joy, running around carefree. Wish I was still the same boy, the same kid with platinum hair, not a care in the world. Before my friends all left so they could hang out with girls. Before I learned about death and felt a hole in my chest. Before I tried to do my best to just move on and forget. I reminisce way too often, but I'm in love with the past. I wish I would've cherished moments had I known they wouldn't last. Uncertain about the future like a younger Sierra, yet I'm fighting off the past like the only Michael Sarah. When I was young and just a kid, no responsibility. Now to get away from life, I'm writing out these similes as I escape and focus on before. I hope the present hasn't left me by shutting the door. Everything that happened leading up to the day, a mosaic in progress. Each tile I lay represents an event that had a part in shaping me into the person I am and who I one day will be. Everything that happened leading up to the day, a mosaic in progress. Each tile I lay represents an event that had a part in shaping me into the person I am and who I one day will be. I'd never heard of Justin Scott until you played me the vinyl. One song and I knew instantly his sound was too vital. Fast forward a bit and now I've got some lines in ink, and they will never leave my skin. Now I see it and think I'd never had real tacos. Before I took a bite, I was a skeptic until I felt the flavor hit me right. Expanded my palate due to trust in your taste. Now we eat it all the time and I fill up my plate. I never had a love for sneakers till I saw you wear the 4s, and now my closet's full of boxes from expensive sneaker stores. I got an A in lit from a report about Shoe Dog. Nothing better adding a fresh pair up to my catalog. I wouldn't be me if it wasn't for them. So many people slowly work their way inside of my head. I'm grateful for these pieces that are brought in the light, a collage of every person who has been in my life. Everything that happened leading up to the day, a mosaic in progress. Each tile I lay represents an event that had a part in shaping me into the person I am and who I one day will be. Everything that happened leading up to the day, a mosaic in progress. Each tile I lay represents an event that had a part in shaping me into the person I am and who I one day will be. Young and impressionable, walking down the street, saw you stumble from the bar, real and steady on your feet. The sound of your puke hitting the ground is still ingrained, and anytime somebody coughs, I still have to turn away. Lunch in the hallway, you were on rounds. Instead of protect and serve, you chose to put us all down. Made me pick up gum with my bare hands for no reason. I was happy when you left, right after the season. Huddled in the corner when I saw what you were typing. Whoever reads this just know that I went out fighting. SWAT team at the door just to clear out the room. Block out the sobs from those who thought we were doomed. Not everything is golden, had my fair share of pain, and a lot of broken images that never leave my brain, for better or worse. All I have to say is I'm a product of these events that led me here today. Everything that happened leading up to the day, a mosaic in progress. Each tile I lay represents an event that had a part in shaping me into the person I am and who I one day will be. Everything that happened leading up to the day, a mosaic in progress. Each tile I lay represents an event that had a part in shaping me into the person I am and who I one day will be. I should have gone to Vision 3 but wanted a scholarship. 3 years later then I walked away and had to quit. Nobody wanted me with the uncertainty. Now I'm left with my 2 years of eligibility. I almost got a matching tattoo with my best friend, but then we fell out, the season came to an end. Hindsight is 20/20, but I guess I lost my glasses. Wish I didn't waste my time taking all my college classes. 23 now, but I'm learning a lot. Independence made me grow into all that I've got. My days are full of stress, but it's better than ignorance. Sometimes I wish I failed more to give me a glimpse of how the world works. Tough as can be, but I was living nicely sheltered with a life full of ease. I'm still on my way, with a journey ahead, with pain to keep me company all up in my head. Talking with my role model, but he barely speaks. As I've grown, I realize he might not be the best for me. The black and white I saw now converges to gray. The older I get, more unknowns come my way. Less and less decisions feel like they are right, and more feeling like the lesser of two evils in the night. Losing all these friends that were never even mine. Look around and realize 5 years have passed me by. Sometimes I feel haunted by the need to go and run, leave behind all I've known until my time here is done. I know I never would, but the thought carries weight. I think I miss my prime, I'm already too late. Stuck in a state, somewhere trapped by my thoughts, wondering if life could change if I left behind a lot. Another day of struggles and doubts, looking forward to the day when I can finally break out. Too many nights, I find I'm living in the past. Wanna reinvent myself and make a version that'll last. Every time I reminisce, the memory fades. I try not to remember so they won't blow away. Reconnected with my best friend from when I was 6. Told him my name, he said, "Who on earth is this?" I guess that one event can be seen with 2 views, cause he's the reason that I wanted to play football on the news. But he didn't remember, guess I was forgotten. Now my memories are tainted, quickly spoiled and rotten. How many other people don't remember I exist? And I value conversations that others forget. Punishing myself by allowing the letdowns. Lower my pride now, I'm lost without my crown. No impression left, another simple sand dune. No impression left, returning to dust soon. Sunlight peeking through the curtains in the AM. Roll over, see my wife, and I'm thankful that she's staying. It's quiet in my mind, recalls the simpler times when we would walk alone for hours, didn't want to spend a dime. The trip we took to Tahoe, walking down by the lake. The sun hitting the water and the splash of the wake. Her smile made me smile as we took in the view. I miss the feeling of boredom when we had nothing to do. So clear in my mind, it could have been last week. Instead the journey took us farther, still haven't hit the peak. So happy for this feeling, but I wonder all the time if the memory of me is etched inside her mind. I've always been looked over and easily dismissed, and now I wonder if the problem still continues to exist. I roll over again, but now I can't fall asleep. If nobody remembers, was it ever that deep? Please be careful out there, Cord. The world's a scary place, full of snakes and evil people trying to slow down your pace. I wish I could've warned you about these trials you'll face, but you know that life is messy, so you gotta embrace. Everybody has a motive, and most are full of hate. Anger in their bodies, see it coursing through their veins. They'll say that they love you, but please try to refrain from putting in the effort when they won't do the same. You're the only person that you'll ever hold close. Keep the rest at arm's length like you're making a toast. Not worth the risk of trusting just to burn another rope. No room for added weight, I fear the boat will not float. I see the fire in your eyes, you wanna be great. The path you choose to walk is sure to outlast your fate. You can always choose to give, even if they only take, because revenge will only leave you with a salty sort of taste. I've seen relationship advice coming from a crazy source. A man divorced 3 times who said to stay on the course. If you've never been through it, how can you feel remorse? Navigating troubled waters like a son of the Norse. I've seen the biggest children just disguised as adults, acting like they care, but soon they're cutting your throat. I've been the youngest in the room, but most mature are the folks who try to show me fake love, but I won't fall for the joke. The curse of intelligence can rot to the core, so stay humble even when success will knock on your door. The strongest of all realize their weakness more. I swear there's levels to the game, so don't get caught on the floor. The older you get, you're gonna see it's okay to say you don't have an answer, but you can find a new way. So every moment you can learn, long as you focus on today, 'cause tomorrow's never promised and the past has gone away.